I don't think the American dream is dangerous because it gives people hope. I think it's dangerous because the easiest way to stop people from questioning the ladder is convincing everyone that they'll eventually climb to the top. So we're going to talk about the American dream today. So the term itself was popularized in 1931 by historian James Truslow Adams. He basically describes the American dream as this idea that everyone should have the opportunity for a better, a fuller, a richer life, regardless of where they were born or what class they came from. Notice something, though. He was not talking about becoming a millionaire. He was talking about opportunity and this chance to build a better life. But over the next several decades, especially after World War II, America experienced an enormous economic boom. So mass production expanded, suburbanization, so suburbs were growing rapidly. Consumer goods became more accessible, and just owning things increasingly became associated with success. So home ownership, new cars, bigger TVs, newer appliances, luxury lifestyles was like a symbol of making it. And the American dream shifted from having enough to having more. And so today, when people hear of the American dream, we don't think about dignity and opportunity. We think about getting rich. And this really reminds me of a theory in behavioral economics. It's called prospect theory. So basically, researchers found that humans don't really make decisions based on what's most likely. A lot of times we make decisions based on what we hope will happen or what we hope is possible. And the best way I can explain this is actually with another psychological phenomenon. It's called lottery psychology. So basically, people are notoriously bad at evaluating tiny probabilities if the reward is enormous. Take lottery, for example. We know the odds of winning the lottery are astronomically small, but millions of people still buy tickets because our brains naturally overestimate the chance that we might be the exception and we win the lottery. So the possibility of winning the lottery becomes emotionally larger than the probability of you actually winning. I think the American dream can sometimes function in a similar way. Instead of asking, well, what are the odds that someone born in my circumstances will become extraordinarily wealthy? And we're encouraged to focus on the fact that it's possible. Think about it like a casino. Casinos don't stay in business because everyone wins. They stay in business because just enough people win to convince everyone else that they could win next. Every jackpot creates new players because the odds aren't improving, but watching someone else win makes the possibility feel personal. Sometimes I like to say that extraordinary wealth works in the same way, right? We're not asking ourselves, is this system fair? We're asking ourselves, what if I'm the one that makes it, right? Like, what if I become rich? And that kind of brings us to an interesting concept in sociology, because every society has stories that help explain why its hierarchy exists. So like monarchies, like kings and queens, they had this idea of divine right. So kings ruled because they thought they were chosen by God. And then like feudalism and feudal societies, they emphasized birthright. So your place in society was determined by the family you were born into. So if you were born into peasantry, you stayed a peasant. And then modern capitalist societies, we emphasize on upward mobility. It's this idea that no matter where you start, hard work and determination can move you into a higher economic class. And that's a powerful idea because it replaces this belief that we had before that your status is fixed with this belief that anyone can rise. But it also changes the conversation. Instead of asking whether or not this hierarchy of like working class versus billionaire class is fair, we're encouraged to focus on whether we can move within that system and become rich ourselves. So I guess my thesis here is that the American dream doesn't sell hope anymore. They sell acceptance. I think that they're teaching us that extreme wealth concentration should be something that we tolerate because maybe, just maybe one day, you'll work hard enough and be at the top. Like, have you ever noticed when someone criticizes billionaires or talks about wealth inequality, somebody's like, well, work hard and you can become rich too. But that doesn't really answer the question of whether or not the system is fair. It changes the conversation. Instead of asking, should this economic hierarchy exist? Is this fair? We're encouraged to ask, how do I climb this ladder? Right? We stop questioning the ladder and we start fantasizing about reaching the top. And social media encourages it. Every day we're flooded with mansions, with luxury vacations, private jets, designer clothes, influencers claiming that they became millionaires before they turned 30. Success is not admired anymore. It's performed every day on our cell phones. Algorithms are selling you a lifestyle. We don't see the millions of people who worked just as hard as them and never made it. That's actually another concept, survivorship bias. Whenever all you see are the success stories, your brain starts believing that success is far more common than it actually is. Here's the thing I need you to understand about the American dream. People who believe that they'll become wealthy one day are less interested in questioning a system that produces that extraordinary wealth all the way at the top. Why would you want to change the rules of a game that you think you might win? Hope is powerful. But hope can also become a distraction if it keeps us from asking harder questions, right? Questions like, does the existence of opportunity automatically justify this level of inequality? Even if one person can escape poverty, does that tell us whether the system is fair for everyone else? Is the ladder fair? Like, does everyone get the same equal chance to climb it? Or have we become so focused on reaching the top that we stopped asking whether the ladder itself should maybe look different? Right? I don't think the American dream is dangerous because it gives people hope. I think it's dangerous because the easiest way to stop people from questioning the ladder is convincing everyone that they'll eventually climb to the top.
I'm not gonna lie, YouTube. I don't like the idea of the American dream. Like, it sounds all good and stuff, but I feel like it just forces you to be complacent. You know what I mean? Like, why is it okay for us to be kids for 18 years? When you're 18, you make a decision that kind of affects the rest of your life, and then hopefully you retire at like 60 or 65, right? That's 40 years of your life just working. You don't enjoy. I mean, like, obviously you enjoy on the weekends and stuff, but majority of your time is spent working, and then all your days blur together, and then you just lose your entire life, and then that's why adults are like, oh my God, how did my life fly by so fast? It's because you're working like so often, you know what I mean? And even today, like, it's so expensive now, and you can't even like r- retiring is not even guaranteed, living by yourself isn't guaranteed, being able to save money isn't even guaranteed because you gotta like because groceries are rising in cost and everything like that. Like, because the original meaning of the American dream, it's like, you work, then you could support your family, own a house. You have the nice garden. They got the white picket fence and everything like that. Then you retire eventually, and you're all happy. But even that, I don't really like that. But that compared to what came before it, obviously a lot better. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know, consumerism is a big problem today. Also, I think I think that is part of why we can't really save money. But also, it's just based on how expensive it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, I don't know. It's like I just lost my train of thought. But hold up, let me look at my notes. Oh yeah, like people are so inclined to spend now, but also cost of living is just so high. So it's like some people just spend to cope because like they're thinking like, oh, I can't save any money, so why would I even try saving? I might as well just spend the excess money that I have enjoying my life right now because I have no hope for the future and because of how bad it's looking right now. You know what I mean? And I feel like we never question the system. You know what I mean? It's like working hard, work hard, like work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. And like people always say, work hard, work hard, work hard, and you'll be good, you'll be rich, or like you'll at least be stable. But if working hard was the like, if working hard was the key to success or being like financially free, then like fast food workers would be the most rich, like other people in like fucking like trying to like sweatshops would be rich. You know what I'm saying? Like not the CEOs who are just. I mean, and that's not to discredit CEOs or stuff, but like you know what I mean? Like both are hard work, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I'm trying to like. It's like every job is a job. You know what I mean? Job is a job. You work hard. That should be able to sustain you. You know what I'm saying? Like I think. Ah, and then also it's like I think a lot of people now, um, like people aren't okay with working 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Because online we see people with so many success stories of people younger, so many people who like succeed. They never have to work again in their lives and stuff like that. And we see that so often that we think that's like the normal now. You know what I'm saying? But we also don't see like the hundreds of thousands or millions of people who failed. Like failed drop shipping, failed reselling stuff, failed YouTube channels, failed businesses, like all that. You know what I mean? It's kind of I don't know, it's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? But to be honest, it just sucks because a lot of the stuff in our lives that affect like things that affect the rest of our lives, it doesn't even like it's out of our control, you know what I mean? Like if you're born in America, you're hella lucky already. And then if you're born in like a family that isn't paycheck to paycheck, you're already hella fortunate. You know what I mean? And like, and then after that, it's like, do your are your parents financially literate? Are your parents like good people? Like stuff like that. Those things are out of your control, but they like affect it so drastically. You know what I'm saying? And just things. I don't know. It's just like, yeah. Basically, I don't like the American dream. I don't know. Like it just doesn't sound good to me. Like I don't know. I think it's just changed since then. And then yeah, but it's like, oh, what do you guys think? Right? What do you guys think? Do you guys think becoming like financially like free, like as in, let's say you either don't have to work or you do your own thing and you just you don't feel like you're suffering, you know what I mean? And you still have a lot of control of your time. Maybe you work like remote doing your own thing or something. Like or just becoming rich where you don't have to work. Or you have like passive income or something. Like does that come from hard work or is it like luck? Or is it mostly both? You know, or like a mix of both. I think it's a mix of both depending on like it's very circumstantial, I think, but I don't know. Give me your guys' opinions now. Just let me know what your guys' dream or like what is your American dream. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like everyone has their own little variations on it, or they just don't have like one in like in relation to it at all. Like me, like I just don't enjoy it. I want to be able to just like live my life still. I can't like I don't think I can go 40 years working like that, but maybe I'm just ungrateful right now and I haven't experienced the real world or something like that. But yeah, what's your guys' definition or like what's your guys' quote unquote American dream? You know what I mean? Just let me know in the comments. But I hope you guys all have a great day. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.